Welcome to LexLocal. I'm your host, Rick Dorrington. In the wake of two recent killings by ICE officers in Minneapolis and an increased immigration enforcement nationwide, communities across the country have seen protests in response to ICE operations. Here in Lexington, residents gathered to voice their concerns. Take a look.
Put ice in the freezer. Put ice in the freezer.
Hi, I'm Ann Kelly. I'm a resident of Lexington. I'm also part of the social justice team at Fallen Church. And it's really heartwarming today to see so many of my neighbors from Lexington out here standing up for immigrants. There's no hate. There's no fear. Immigrants are welcome here in Lexington. And we are going to stand up for our constitutional rights and for the constitutional rights of those who are too afraid to be here.
I'm Bill Vogel. I'm a Lexington resident for about 35 years. We're here today because this government of the Trump administration and ICE is completely out of control. Their behavior is illegal and provocative. These are all folks who come to this country to support the values here, to make the life better for themselves, and they deserve to be treated fairly and justly, not to be murdered in the streets, not to be thrown into prison, not to be separated from their families. So that's that.
Hi, I'm out here protesting the ICE inhumanity and brutality towards residents of our country. And we all are supposed to have due process. We're entitled to it. And we're becoming much more like a fascist country than a democracy at this point, the way things are being run.
Yes, I'm Toby Sackett. I'm with Lexington Alarm. We are one of the organizers of this event today. We have about over 700 people out here at Depot Square and a few blocks on each side. This event, called ICE Out for Good, is in memory of Renee Good, who was killed in Minneapolis just a couple of days ago by a trained ICE officer. It's part of a national call for people to recognize her death, to recognize what it means that we have actual federal agents in masks shooting unarmed people in cars, invading our cities. This is not something that most Americans are going to stand for. And that's why we have 700 people from Lexington right out here in the middle of the center on a Saturday morning.
I'm Delia.
I'm Sophie.
I'm Ariana.
We're high schoolers, high school seniors. I think young people have to be out here so they know that young people are also upset about what's happening. We know what's going on.
And essentially, I'm sick of looking at the news and going, wow, that's really bad and there's nothing I can do about it. So I just want to do what I can.
Yeah.
Ice out for good. Ice out for good. Ice out for good. Ice out for good.
Visit LexingtonAlarm.org to stay up to date on all of their upcoming gatherings. We're going to take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back, and now for some great news to share. Lexington has some serious bragging rights. Henry Wan of Harrington Elementary School has been named Counselor of the Year by the Massachusetts School Counselors Association. It's a statewide honor that recognizes excellence in supporting students' academic, social, and emotional well-being.
Going to make an official announcement that Mr. Wong is the Massachusetts School Counselor of the Year for 20.
As you already know, Mr. Wong has been chosen as our 2026 School Counselor of the Year, right here from Harrington Elementary School, Lexington, Mass. I could share many great accolades and reasons why he was selected. We all on Wednesdays, the sharing of his love of music and spearheading numerous affinity groups and clubs. But you'll hear from other speakers today who will say those stories much better than I. As a result of being selected as our state school counselor of the year for 2026, he will represent Massachusetts in the national competition for school counselor of the year in February of 2027, where he'll compete with other state winners from across the country. for the American School Counselor Association title. So it's my honor to give this award to Mr. Wan as our 2026 School Counselor of the Year.
So for the past 8 years, when I've needed a lift, boost, inspiration, I've watched with the children. What I notice is that, first of all, usually like 1 or 2 show up, and then pretty soon they multiply, and soon it's like 12 kids. And you pay attention to them like there's nobody else there. You don't pay attention, well, you do pay attention to who else, but the point is you are very fixated on the children in front of you, and everybody gets your attention. And it's the kind of attention that you can't fake. It's the kind of energy and enthusiasm and love that you can't fake. You look into the kids' eyes, listen to them, and they hang on your every word. And when I need that little boost, I just think, this is why we are in public education. This is why we do what we do. You are just such a gift and a treasure to Harrington and to the Lexington Public Schools. And you do.
Counselors like you are essential to ensuring that every student has access to the resources, the supports, and the opportunities, the emotional support that they need to thrive. And so we know that you do that each and every day for them. So on behalf of the Commonwealth, on behalf of your governor, Maura Healey, I want to thank you. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you for showing what compassion in action actually looks like. And thank you for making Harrington Elementary a place where students feel like they belong. This is an extraordinary achievement, one that you're receiving today, and we are so incredibly proud of you. Congratulations.
I am overwhelmed. I had no clue that this was happening. I am truly honored. I'm really moved that I'm being recognized by doing something that I truly love doing. The reason why I'm so passionate about coming here today is because I love seeing young people feel good about themselves and be accepted. And we do that by knowing how and what we're feeling, learning to manage that. And my job is so fun because of this school, because of you. I consider this a win for Harrington, because you care, and you care about each other and about yourselves, and that you want to do well. And because of that, it makes my job all the more fun and exciting. This is an incredible honor. And thank you, Harrington. Thank you, all those who have recognized me.
Congratulations to Henry Wan there. That absolutely is well-deserved. If you've been following Lexington High School boys basketball this season, you know the Minutemen have been putting together an impressive run. Let's get an update on how the team is doing, what's ahead as they push toward the playoffs, and a special honor as senior Sam Myerberg hits a career 1,000 points.
It's been a heck of a season for both the boys and girls basketball teams, and I'm here to bring you some of the biggest moments from the year on the hardwood. Let's start with the Lexington High School girls varsity basketball team. It was a tough season for the Lady Minutemen, who finished with an overall record of 2-14. Now, the record may not sparkle, but this was very much a rebuilding year. After graduating a big group of seniors last season, a lot of the younger players were suddenly asked to step into bigger roles and bigger minutes. That kind of experience doesn't always show up in the win column right away, but it does show up in growth, and the future looks promising for Coach Steven Solly and the rest of the staff as this group continues to develop together. And we've got to give a quick shout out to a familiar face back on the Lexington sidelines. Former Minuteman standout Anna Kelly, class of 2016, joined the girls' coaching staff this season. It's always great to see alumni come back and help the next generation of players, especially when they know exactly what it means to wear that Lexington jersey. Now let's move over to the boys varsity team. Led by senior stars Amari Mao and Sam Myerberg, the Minutemen put together an impressive 12-4 record. And not only are they playoff bound, they're expected to host a game or two. That means louder crowds, shorter bus rides, and hopefully a lot more wins. Head coach Reggie Hobbs has done an outstanding job building this team and putting his players in the best position to succeed. Now, one of the biggest moments of the season came on January 23rd against Woburn. Senior Sam Myerberg scored his 1,000th career point. In the celebration, immediate, loud, and a full standing mob, Sam is the first boys player in the last 20 years to reach that milestone. And here's a bit of fun Lexington basketball trivia. The last Minuteman to score 1,000 points was the aforementioned Anna Kelly back in 2016. That's what we call full circle Minuteman energy. Congratulations to Sam on an incredible achievement and a fantastic career in Lexington. We'll keep you updated on the playoff schedule, and as always, LexMedia will be there with all the action. Good luck to both teams as they head toward the postseason. And finally, the New England Patriots faced off against the Seattle Seahawks in Super Bowl in Santa Clara, California this past weekend. And unfortunately, as a diehard Patriots fan, it kills me to have to tell you that they lost. Some would call it overachieving, but in the end, they lost to the better team. Congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks, and good luck to the Patriots next season. We'll be watching. Be sure to follow us on YouTube and across all channels so you never miss any of the action.
Congratulations to the boys varsity team and the girls varsity team as well. And be sure to tune into the playoff games live here on LexMedia. Stay with us for a quick break and see some awesome community event coverage coming up next. Welcome back. This year, Lexington expanded its annual Martin Luther King Jr. celebration into an entire week of events to reflect on Dr. King's message and its relevance today. Take a look.
So my name is Sarah Shake, and I am the chairperson of the MLK Day of Service. And this year we have expanded Day of Service to include a full week of events for the community through education and art and panels and all of the good stuff. The week-long expansion is something that's really been on our hearts for the last few years. So we were able to book the movie first, which took place on Monday, and that was really a great opener. Having, Reggie O'Hare-Gibson and Marlon speaking on Tuesday at Lex Art, that was incredible, very intimate and welcoming and warm. And then yesterday we had the voting rights at Diamond Middle School, which was incredible. We had more students than we thought we would have. And then here we are today. Artists in Protest. So we have a community banner being made where people are making pledges with their handprints and, doing some art, and there are coloring pages and, color by number and all of those things. And then, yes, at 7 there'll be a dance and Artists in Protest. That will be by the Legacy Dancers for dancing. But really, this day is, for expression and for getting, the families and the people that can, come out and share this. And it's Dr. King's birthday. So this was a fun time to do something, a little bit different, shake it up, and have some art.
I think it's really an important day because it recognizes someone who spoke out against something that was truly wrong in our country. And I think it could inspire other people to do the same when they see injustices.
I think now it's celebrated as a great way to bond a community and really like that we're able to do it for a full week now. We really get to appreciate it as to different parts of it.
I really like the way that they're expanding MLK Day too, because obviously there's a longer period of time and more time to reflect on MLK Day. So today we hand-printed our hands in black paint and we put it on a community banner. And then we also got to put them on these little canvases and decorate them. Leave kind of our mark and say that we were here and say that we support this holiday.
So we are always looking for people to come join our committee and to really move all of this work forward. We are also always looking for money to make speakers happen and events happen during the week and during our day of service. If you need any information, you can contact myself at lexingtoncommunity@gmail.com. If you need more information about these events, you can go to lexingtonmlk.org and find out all of the information listed on there as well. Not only our events that are happening, but ABCL has an amazing concert that they put together every year. It is not to be missed. And so we hope to see everyone out on Monday and at all of our events. And please contact if you think that you can be of help. Thanks so much.
A week certainly well spent, honoring a legacy that continues to inspire. The Munroe Center for the Arts lit up a cold winter night, projecting artwork onto buildings and bringing the community together for an evening of light and creativity. Check out coverage of this year's Illumination Night.
Hi, I'm Christina Burwell. I'm the Executive Director for the Munroe Center for the Arts. The Munroe Center for the Arts is the host of Illumination Night. This is its second annual event. Illumination Night came about because of how artistic light is and our awareness of that. Also this time of the year, wanting to really brighten up our days and the long, cold darkness of this time of year with the joy and celebration that comes along with bright colored lights. The participants this year are the Youth STEAM Initiative, who have put together a fantastic projection mapping onto the Depot building. Shahab Hussein and Imaginor Photography, who's doing free light painting portraits for people. Tova Spiter, who is the artist behind Brighter Illuminated, which is kind of like a giant light peg activity for people. We have illuminated hula hoops for people to play with, free hot chocolate that's been put on by the Inn at Hastings Park, and some tanghulu for people to eat as well. This year we also teamed up by the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. week of activities, and that has a lot to do with a wonderful segue of Dr. King's quote about lightness and darkness. We invited people to bring their lanterns tonight, or any lanterns they had at home, or the flashlights that came on their phones. And then what we did is we assembled into a star formation, which is just very magical as to see a community of people do. And we commemorated that with a drone photo tonight.
Always a beautiful event there from the Munroe Center of the Arts. And finally, Lexington rings in the Year of the Horse with vibrant Lunar New Year celebrations featuring traditional performances, dance, and cultural traditions.
The Year of the Horse symbolizes progress, courage, and hope. May we all embrace the spirit of the dragon and horse, keep passion in our hearts, and run towards a brighter future that belongs to each of us.
What a colorful start to the new year. For all of us here at LexMedia, I'm Rick Dorrington. Thanks for